Hi, welcome back to Jen Beauty. My name is Jennifer, and here on my channel I like to chat about all things beauty and makeup. And today I have a multi-channel collab with Riri at The Brutally Honest Beauty. Riri put it out and asked if anyone would like to do a collab with the Blend Bunny Surge palette, or if you don't have the Surge palette, you know, something similar, duping the vibes. So I actually got this for Christmas and I haven't used it yet. I know, I'm a little bit ashamed. But when I saw her put it out about 2 weeks ago, I was like, I'm going to experience this for the first time with you guys in a Palette Bingo collab. So if you haven't seen Palette Bingo before, what we're going to do is we're going to use a random number generator to randomly pick 5 shades. And then we have to make a look with it using all 5 shades. And if you haven't seen Riri before, I really like her content. She does some unboxing, some chatty get ready with me. Like, I just like her whole vibe and positive attitude. She does get real sometimes and talk about mental health, which I also love because, I mean, I think all of us at some point have struggled with at least extreme sadness, right? And it's important that we recognize that and take care of ourselves. All right, this is a 30 shade palette. So I'm going to put the numbers 1 through 30 and I'm going to count across. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to pull 5 numbers and then we will look and see what our color story is. For this, I'm going to use the Pretty Random app. All right, so shade 1 is 24, 2, 26, so that's 3, 5, and 18. So I'm going to swatch that out. We'll look at the color story, and then it'll probably take me like an hour to figure out what I'm doing with it. I'll be back. All right, I have swatched out our color story. So we rolled in 24, which is the shade Limitless. Number 2, which is this shade right here, Cut Out. Number 26, which is this shade right here, Power. Number 5, which is this shade right here, Beckon. And then number 18, which is this shade right here, Lush. It's gonna be interesting. It's nothing I would have ever picked for myself, so it's definitely gonna be outside my comfort zone. There is at least a shimmer and a deepening up shade and a shade I can blend with. So we have that going for us. I don't really have any idea what I'm going to do yet. So, let me put on the eye primer. I just put on my, Ulta Beauty matte eye primer in nude and then set it down with this Tarte Shape Tape pressed powder. I just find that with my oily eyelids that I have way less creasing when I use a primer plus set it down with an actual pressed powder instead of like a nude eyeshadow. Let's go in first with the shade Beckon. That's the light lilac shade. I'm sorry if you can hear the kids screaming outside, but they live here too. Not here in my house. That's not my children. I don't think. No, not my children. But I mean, today is Valentine's Day, so they're all like super jacked on sugar. So, all right, we got one shade. All right, so I went in with the shade Beckon and then the shade Power. So Beckon is in the crease and above it, and then Power is all over the lid. I still don't have a whole lot of direction and where I'm going with this, but we're just going with it. I think I'm going to try to take Cut Out and just kind of like blend the top shade out a bit. All right, now we have some decisions to make. How to incorporate the greens. feel like I just covered up all of the orange, so I'm gonna have to reincorporate that back in. All right, so I added the shade Limitless there. I feel like this brush may be a little too packed. I'm gonna switch it out in a second. I'm trying to put power back in the crease since I kind of covered most of it up. Not all of it, but it's not popping like it really should. All right, so I cleaned this up a little bit. I'm gonna do my base and we'll come back and finish up. All right, I did like the most basic base routine. My child is being a jerk right now. So I'm gonna go in with power on the lower lash line. Then I'm gonna go in with the shade Lush. Misty! Shade Cut Out. All right, so I went into the shade Beckon for the inner corner, and then I used Lush for like an eyeliner. And I'm just gonna throw on some mascara and we're gonna call it a day because I am having a day. It is usually not this chaotic in my house, but that is life when you have a bunch of neurodivergent people hanging under the same roof, and that's okay. All right, so we're also just gonna let the hair be what it is today. I did brush it, so there's that. All right, tell me what you think. How did I do with what I had to work with? What would you have done differently? Like, I had some thoughts while I was going through this of what I could have done differently, but I would like to know where you would have gone with this, because it's definitely nothing that I would pick for myself. I do feel like I got to know the matte shades really well, especially the neon one. I really do like that. I mean, it doesn't show up like opaquely neon, but they all blended beautifully. And a lot of people complain that they don't like the Blend Bunny shimmers, but so far I really like these. So maybe I just have different taste, or I don't know. If you don't like them, tell me what you don't like about them. All right, that's it for this video. Again, a huge thanks to Riri at the Brutally Honest Beauty. Oh my gosh, that is like the third time I've tried to get that out. I'm sorry. So much. Thank you, Riri, for putting this together for all of us. She said she would have a playlist for everyone. Also, at one point, I did add some more, I built up some more of the neon orange shade in the crease, and I thought that I was filming, but I was not. So I told you I'm having a day. Anyway, if I get the link for the group playlist, I'll add that to the description box or pin it in a comment. Highly encourage you to go check out the other creators because I think this is just a really cool collab. So if you like this video, I hope you'll give it a big thumbs up. And if you would like to see more makeup and beauty content from me, hit that subscribe button and I'll have more coming at you. I hope wherever you are, you have a wonderful day. Bye. To Riri at the pure... did I forget to take a thumbnail picture before I took my eye makeup off? Yes, I did. Thank you for asking.